Government has been working to merge Agricultural Development Bank and the National Investment Bank in the creation of the National Development Bank. Government says this will help finance its industrialization and agric agenda, but the minority in parliament are kicking against the plan. According to its spokesperson on finance, Adongo, this is only part of a grand scheme to hand these two banks to government's friends and cronies.
It is clear that this is not about the interests of NIB. This is the last step towards passing through the back door to acquire NIB and ADB for themselves in a state capture. 64% of the shares are with the Bank of Ghana. So when they met them, the English will start. Oh, but Bank of Ghana, you are a regulator, you want to be a player at the same time. Why don't you divest your interests in the banking sector so that you focus on regulation? Then before you realize, somebody will appear as a strategic investor. It is they themselves.
Minority Leader Dr. Kisel Atoforsen is warning there will be painful job losses if the plan goes through.
Merging NIB to ADB is certainly not an option because it will come with its corresponding job losses. Already, we have issues with employment. We believe there is space for NIB to survive. We believe there is space for ADB also to survive. Ghana deserves NIB, and Ghana deserves ADB. The 800 staff of the NIB, put it in this perspective, in case they lose their jobs, or in case 600, 700 of them lose their jobs. Each person, per the structure of the Ghanaian society, each person is a breadwinner of at least 5 people, household of 5 people. So 5 times 800 will give you 4,000. Okay, so we are talking of 4,000 Ghanaian citizens' livelihoods that are at risk.
The minority in parliament have been offering solutions to fix the woes of the bank. Adongo is acting ranking member on the finance committee.
The problem is just sitting there. The money is sitting in the NIB balance sheet, nowhere. Contractors that NIB gave monies to do government projects. To date, Ken is not paying the monies. And as a result of that, NIB has impaired 1 billion of its loan books. You created this problem. So pay NIB contractors. And NIB will restate the 1 billion it has written off against its profit. And it will go up by 1 billion to give them 2.75 billion of equity.
According to the minority leader, Dr. Atoforsen, government is blinded to the solutions to NIB's woes by its own incompetence.
Unfortunately, the economic mismanagement team is heavily incompetent. And as a result, they can't see this simple thing. Because of self-interest and incompetence, they are failing to see this. We will also come out with a private members' bill to strengthen the governance of the NIB after you have done all of this.
Government currently holds a significant stake in both ADB and NIB, making it easier to go ahead with this plan. But with strong opposition to the plan by Parliament, it is left to be seen if government will continue to execute this agenda. Reporting for Joy News, Kwiku Asante, Parliament House, Accra.